All right, let's give it a try. I'm trying a Bud Light next. Ugh. Well, that's just awful. That's just plain awful.
Yeah, I wasn't going to think that was going to taste good.
Oh God. I'm sorry. that's just shame right there.
That was a new kind of noise, Jordan.
Oh God. I'm sorry. Oh, that was shame. Hey, you got a haircut too.
Hello, and thank you very much for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download many more episodes at movieguyspodcast.podbean.com.
I want to start by saying that we're only reviewing this because I lost a bet. Eric, would you please tell everybody what this bet was? I call this the bet episode. How the hell are you doing?
Kind of a typical rivalry, I would say that we took a bet. We're both football fans. I, a Lions fan. Jordan, unfortunately, a Packers fan.
Unfortunately.
And your time's done. That's why I say unfortunate. And what better way to show that than the game that we bet on, the season-ending game that prevented the Packers from going into the playoffs. Lions win in Lambeau and finish the game with an interception. Goodbye, Aaron Rodgers, and hello, Matilda.
Yep. So behind the scenes for people, I hate musicals. And we're in this day and age where people are like, oh, hate's such a strong word. Okay, yeah, fine. But no, I hate musicals. I can get through Sweeney Todd because the context of it is cool. But I don't like the songs. I'm just not. I'm not into it. I'm a big dirty joke person. Obviously, if you listen to us for years, and South Park is my kind of humor. I fell asleep at Book of Mormon. My wife was like, "Come on, it's your favorite," and I go see Book of Mormon, and I fell asleep halfway through. I don't like it. I have never seen The Sound of Music. Was it A Miracle of 37th Street? Isn't that like, or is that
34th
what's the
Street?
curse?
Not really a musical.
Yeah,
But
that's not a musical. What's the Wonderful Life? Isn't that one? Is that a musical?
not a musical, no.
All right. Well, the classics. I have
You're
not.
on a roll.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, we've done musicals before, much against Jordan's will here. I know that you are familiar with some musicals. I know that, again, it's not your first, second, third, fourth, or even fifth pick for anything. I don't even know like what musicals maybe would had fallen into your Les Mis. Maybe is that something?
No.
Like there are a few stories that have like skipped around of so many different areas to where we can talk about it, and this being one of them, because this one was a book turned into a movie, turned into a Broadway show, and now turned into a Netflix adaptation of the Broadway show based on the movie, based on the book.
Yeah. So that was the bet before. I mean, the bet was if the Packers lost, we would have to watch and review a musical, and the newest one that came out. And if the Packers would have won, I would have gotten Eric to say yee yee on this episode. Packers lost. I have to watch a musical.
It's a fair trade for
I
me.
think
It's been going on for years, me not saying those words.
you will one day. I'll get you. I think Gina, my wife, had more fun watching me than the movie. I had the stink face on right in the beginning. I was like, oh, okay, I see. This is Harry Potter. And then she paused it and she goes, have you never seen the OG Matilda from like the 90s? And I was like, no. No, and I looked it up. I guess it came out in 97, so I would have been 10 because I was born in 87. And at 10 years old, I was watching Jurassic Park, man, and like Jaws and Twister. I wasn't watching no kid stuff. I was a grown up in 97. So
Get that stuff out of here. Monster trucks and electric guitar,
yeah,
electricity, and fire.
I was getting into Limp Bizkit and
Dinosaurs
Corn
and jet
and
airplanes,
getting
right?
ready to go to Woodstock 99, buddy. Just telling you.
I'm just, it's one of
Not
those,
interested.
when I hear it, it's always like a record scratch, because you would think that something as treasured as like Roald Dahl books would be a part of a lot of childhoods growing up. This
I
book
don't like Roald Dahl.
being one of them. That's you do. I mean, just a different
I
story.
don't. No, I don't. I mean, like, I read. What is it? It's
Willy
the actual
Wonka.
title. Willy Wonka the title, or is it
Oh,
Charlie?
was it Charlie and the Glass Elevator or something?
No, 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 not the
Charlie and the
sequel.
Chocolate Factory?
Is that the name of the original book? I like the 70s Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but then I heard that Tim Burton and Johnny Depp did the closest to Roald Dahl. Hate the movie. Everybody knows I also number two hate claymation films. So James and Giant Peach freaks me out. Just like Nightmare Before Christmas freaks me out. Um, sorry, I thought I saw something. I I've not seen Matilda. What other ones has he done that I would see
What
movie-wise?
other Roald Dahl movies? The BFG,
We didn't
I
review
guess.
it, and Steven Spielberg did that, and it was crap.
Yeah, I can't think of any. I have to look it up here.
So okay, wait a minute. So you're telling me this guy is a
Where is it?
childhood treasure, and you can't name all of his work. Good job.
He's got a lot. So hold on, let me actually like look up the whole thing here.
I'm telling you, it's nothing big. I mean, James and Giant Peach, Charlie Chocolate Factory, Matilda, all the same stories, right? Did he have a bad childhood growing up?
I would imagine that most people growing up, because he was English, I believe, and so I
No.
would imagine he probably
Mm.
grew up during both wars. So saying that life would be easy for him, I don't know much about his life, but
The British?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, we kicked their butts in
well, I
WW2.
don't necessarily know if he's like, a high nobleman born or if he's a
Mm.
lowly factory.
But I'm just not a role. I have read in school Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's all I read at school. And
His dad's a
that,
wealthy shipbroker.
say he's fine, millionaire. So yeah, going into Matilda, I had no idea what this was about. I seriously didn't have any idea. Like this is not a skit. Like I did not have any idea. I have of course heard of the movie Matilda from 1997.
Oh, here we
I've
go.
never seen it.
He wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Don't like that.
Danny, the champion of the world. Oh, that's a great one.
Don't know what that is.
You know,
Come on, knock him out.
I mean, because a lot of these weren't movies, or they're just like shorts, and the other ones, I know you're just not gonna know any of these.
Right, the
So,
movies.
all right. Again, missed Ohio. Got it.
Nice. What's other? He did James Giant Peach, Charlie, Matilda, BFG. What other movies were there?
For movies, they are
Yeah,
based
movies.
off of his books.
Right.
That's what I'm pulling up here right now because apparently he
Yeah.
also was would write screenplays as well too. So he has a lot. He's got a lot of creds here, and I'm trying to get through
If he
all
was
of
so
them
cool,
and
he would
get up
not
his
have died.
bibliography here.
Did you like that?
What's that?
If he was so cool, he wouldn't have died. So I rest my case.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be that guy, man. But I don't like the dude's work. I don't. He's no Cameron.
He wrote Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No, that movie. That's another claymation weird movie. No.
He wrote You Only Live Twice.
The Bond movie?
Yeah.
That one's a bad one. That's what Donald Pleasance as Dr. Evil.
What other? Chitty Bang Bang, Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, The Night Digger,
Don't know what that is.
1971. Oh boy.
Yeah. Do I rest my case?
I don't know if you ever had a case, Jordan.
That it's not good.
That doesn't what, because you don't like it?
Hey, I like to think that we've been reviewing for a long time, and I think by now I know what's good and what's not. Songbird, Halloween Ends, bad.
Here, let me get his bibliography here then.
Just try.
Oh, The Witches.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't like that either.
Pardon for everyone it would listen and just kind of yelling out names frustratingly at the thing here. Let's see, because all these are books. The Twits, Michael Oswald, The Enormous Crocodile, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Magic Finger. That one sounds fun.
Oh my.
Sometimes Never. The Gremlins.
Like the Gremlins?
Oh, is that familiar?
Like the actual like OG Gremlins, or is that just something completely different?
I believe this book may be on its own.
All right.
I'm trying to see if it was influenced. The 1984 film Gremlins, produced by Steven Spielberg and directed by Joe Dante, is loosely inspired by Doll's characters. Ooh,
Loosely.
featuring evil and destructive monsters which
See, it's
mutate from
loose.
small furry creatures.
Yeah, that's Riley's toys.
Look at that! I didn't even. We learned something new today,
We
Jordan.
did. Everybody learned something new today. I learned about Matilda. So, of course,
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard.
that's right. We're watching Matilda.
Right. So, this is a musical. Lost a bet. Got to do it. I don't know anything about Matilda. Again, let's rehash. Not playing around. I don't know this stuff. And boom, we get right into it. I'm like, oh my God, this is Harry Potter. Gina paused and was very mad. And I go, this is straight up Harry Potter, right? We get this girl who is not, or Harry Potter boy, but we get this little girl who is not loved at all by her family, lives in a, well, not a closet, but an attic that might as well be a closet, and she has special abilities that other people can see, but some people cannot. How is this not Harry Potter?
Because there's no wands or owls.
Okay, so I have a
She
question
did
right off
not
the
get a
bat.
letter.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Because this is a musical and I want to talk about the songs. But why, if the parents hate her so much, why A, do what you have to do to have a child, and then B, keep her if she's cramping your style so much?
If I remember reading the books as a kid, and then of course the movie was just fun. It was just something that we would watch all the time. If I remember from the book, I don't. I might be misquoting. I'm gonna try to pull up here. I don't think the mom even realized that she was pregnant, right? She just kind of had her. They just until it was a surprise. Then she also had an older brother too.
Not in this movie, though, right?
Not in this movie. In the original movie, there's a brother, in the story, and also in the Broadway play, there's a brother as well too. In this adaptation, she kind of takes on the role of both,
Right.
almost. Yeah, and
But
yeah, but it was just one of those where it's an obligation. Their parents, they're kind of like, all right, she's a weight, all right, she's an obligation. Get her along, get her in the car. We got to go. Otherwise, they'll get in trouble.
yeah, but
Yeah,
but why keep her? Why not foster her out?
they are not smart people, and it would not be. It's part of the story. Like you're right,
Okay,
Jordan. I'm sure. Like
that
you
makes
could think
sense.
of that. Oh, why not just give her up for adoption? Well, I guess they were slow to think that, and eventually they do. So
Well, eventually, yeah, because Miss Honey comes into play. No, I was just curious why they didn't, like Super Mario's it and just leave Matilda as a baby, like in front of a church somewhere with a note. Um, I like the girl. I think the girl's really fun. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's done anything yet. Really, I don't know if this is the big thing for her, but really enjoyed this little girl. I thought she looked good for the part. I don't know what the part's supposed to be. I'm assuming just a long hair English girl. Um,
you're supposed to be kind of like this curious person, kind of cute and curious.
yeah,
Is Matilda Wormwood? That's
I thought she was
that's
fun.
she's supposed to pertain kind of the innocence of a child that you're looking into the curious big world, but it's intimidating and scary.
Yeah. And the parents are doing such a bad job. Matilda is what, 8?
Yay, 8.5,
Okay. 8, 9.
something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
That they forgot to take her to school or they just didn't care. They forgot.
They again, from the book or in any other reference, they basically just forget that she's there.
But not in this movie though, because this movie they know she's there because they F with her all the time and then she goes back at them hardcore.
Again, kind of like the role of the brother. They're kind of mixing in a lot of these points. This adaptation really doesn't highlight a lot of the parents, like a lot of those pranks that happen. That they do happen in the book and they do happen in the other movie, but there's a lot more dialogue there. There's a lot more building. You really can see how just really bad these parents are, and not even just as bad parents, but they're just bad people. They just suck. They just just sleazy.
Well, their name's Wormwood.
The dad is a car salesman selling just bad
Yeah,
cars.
he
Uh,
looks like a car salesman.
yeah, exactly. The mom is just a stay-at-home mom. And she's just kind of, compulsive
Sloppy.
buyer. Yeah, exactly. She's just
All they
vain.
want to do is watch TV. So we get into Miss Honey, and they're going to go to the school. Why this school? Nobody knew that, or even Matilda herself knew that she was gifted, right? Like this is just the closest school in the district, I'm assuming.
Yes. A lot of these, again, with Roald Dahl, try not to give too much reason to what, where, why. Just like, yeah, we're in this nameless town. The closest school is is that school with the Trunch Bowl. That's the option that they have. This is the story that we're in.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, though. You
You should.
put
I
yourself.
mean, James wrote a giant peach, Jordan.
Well, no, it's just put yourself into my situation. I've heard of Matilda. I've never seen it. I don't know what the story is. When I clicked play, I didn't know what I was getting.
This was probably. I'm so glad that I had to make you watch this then. Yeah, you
Great.
probably should have been familiar with this because this was starting off like at 100 miles per hour for you then. There was
That's why. That's why I took a picture of the opening, and I said, "I hate you," because I'm like, "What is this?"
because story aside, this thing is all song and dance, and they come out. This adaptation comes out real hard with a lot of song and a lot of dance.
Hmm.
Um,
It
the
sucked.
the Broadway musical was like that too. It was amazing, right? That choreography
No.
was tight. It was on point. Everyone was crisp. Everyone hit their marks, met their beat. It was great.
Oh my
It was a
God.
colorful show.
I have a question, and I asked my wife this question. In the world of the movie of said whatever musical, like Enchanted, if you will, or Sound of Music, or whatever, do the characters in that scene realize that they're in a musical? Or are they like just talking normal? All of a sudden, a group of children start, "Hey, look at this, we're singing." And then somebody's like, "What are they doing over there?" I mean, like, I'm asking that. I mean, like, that's one of my issues with musicals. It's like, do they
I
realize that they're singing and dancing?
I will present to you then the sucker punch theory. If you get what I mean without me explaining it, right? Like the movie Sucker Punch, where those
Right.
musical numbers are nothing but kind of one person's, you know,
Point.
interpretation of the scene of what's going on, but it's not actually what's happening. Oh, oh, there was a movie. What was that movie? Was it Rebel Wilson? Right, where she was in the rom com and she like fell into she hit her head and she was like so delusional and everywhere she would
Right.
go they would like break out in the song and she's like what the hell's going on guys and she would kind
She's
of
in
be
a
like that.
rom com. Yeah, she's in a rom com. I don't. Oh hell! But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that would be my closest.
So again, this is a guy fresh from this, not liking this. We already know that I don't like musicals, but we get to the school, and everybody's leading up to Miss Trumbull,
The Trunch Bowl.
Trench Bowl,
How?
which is terrible
Hold on.
name.
Let's try this again. Say it again.
Trench Bowl,
Trunch. Say brunch.
Trunch,
Yes.
Trunch Bowl.
Trunch Bowl.
That's just okay.
Miss Agatha.
What was I saying?
Trunch.
What was I saying?
Trench? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, probably. Trunch Bowl.
Yeah.
That sounds like an overweight Olympian hammer thrower.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. She is. Oh my God.
Now, yeah, try to say that name with a bit more of like a Cockney accent there. Can you do that?
Like Cockney's like, "Oh, hello, governor."
Yeah, do like a very exaggerated Michael Caine.
Oh shoot. Mrs. Trumbull. Mrs. Trumbull. Would you like some
You
tea and
like
crumpet?
lean
I can't
into
do
the consonants,
it.
just
Mrs. Trumbull. Yes, I can't do it. I can't even do my. I'm working on my German accent, but I can't do it too well. Do you want to hear it?
yes, I do.
My German one.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Do you want to hear my Nazi knock knock joke?
If yes, I do.
We will ask the questions. Was that good?
Back to Matilda.
Yeah. So Mrs. Trunchbull. This is wonderful. Emma, who plays her? Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson. You surprised me. You said that Ralph Fiennes was actually like it was supposed to be in this role.
So these are one of those Broadway roles where it's a role reverse. This role is traditionally, if I can say that, over however many years, played by a man on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what the mom from Hairspray.
Don't know what you're talking about.
There are roles that are woman female roles, but just given the kind of the, I don't know, I guess the image that, or maybe the
manliness,
tone. Yeah, I guess they're going for it. The baritone
we're
that
not
they're going
PC
for.
here. There you go.
No, I'm trying to find like the musical correct term for it.
Music. Okay.
Well, because oftentimes the reason why is because they are singing they are the antagonist and they sing a lower number, a deeper song because they're the bad person. So
wow, seriously.
that's just, I don't know why you're confused, but did like
No,
Shakespeare
I'm
was
not
all played by
confused.
men.
What?
Is this
No,
just new for you? Like, is this?
Yes, this is new for me. Shakespeare
Theater
actors.
culture, yeah. Back in like what the world stage, world's theater, there, all of Shakespeare's plays were traditionally played by all men. Same with like a lot of Greek plays as well too. It was unfitting for a female to perform.
Patrick Swayze, Chicago. Rest my case. I did not know that. Okay, you know what would be better than for this role would be Nathan or whatever his name is, the dude from Birdcage.
Lane?
Nathan Lang, yeah, he'll be good in this.
He's obviously classed up on Broadway. He plays Gomez Adams.
Oh, does he? No, he'll be so showy. So I don't know who Mrs. Trunchbull was. I had no idea. What I will give compliment is that they were really like doing that mystery, right? For somebody such as myself who doesn't know who Mrs. Trunchbull is, right? I don't know. So like when I saw Mrs. Trunchbull, I'm just like, oh my God, this is legit. Her song is ridiculous, but I did actually really enjoy the hammer throw thing. I thought that was fun. Question again, and you told me not to ask questions.
No, keep asking questions.
Why is she the head mistress at a school if she hates children?
I think it was just one of those kind of where it was wedged into it. I don't think the book goes into it too deep of how she got into the school. I know the play certainly does, and neither does the movie. I think it was just more so that she kind of just took it over from Magnus Wormwood, who was supposed to be, maybe we can assume, Dr. Magnus Honey, is that his name in this one?
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, all right. So
because she is kind of like step related or in-law related to Magnus in the story and in the movie and in all the sources. So that might be the link. I can't say for sure.
Okay. So while all this is going on, actually, some of the kids are taking to Matilda pretty well, right? Matilda's not, the most popular girl in school, but she's definitely Wednesdaying it up. She has her group of characters. And is this her made-up story about the circus people? Is this OG or is this for the play that was in the movie?
Circus people?
Her story of the trapeze artist, the story.
Oh, right. That she's making up about the trapeze artists.
Yes. Is that a OG thing in the book? Do you know?
I don't remember if it was OG in the book.
And that's not in the '97 movie either.
It feels like familiar though. I don't know if maybe it's another Roald Dahl adaptation or if they just kind of put that in there randomly. Maybe we can look it up real quick.
And then who was that woman that she was telling the story to of the trapeze artist?
Oh, she was like a traveling librarian. She's new to the character. She's a new character in this.
Okay, she's not an OG character.
Yeah, correct. I think she might have just been in there to be honest, I think to take away a lot of the screen time from the parents.
Oh,
just to kind of give some sort of loving adult figure to this person, because I really think that that was a big change to a lot of this. Was there was another thing too that I had read that they were talking about where the adaptation where they had changed it so that the parents seemed more loving or less. Oh goodness, I'll have to bring it up. But this was one such movie where the choice was to make it so the parents weren't so cold.
Gotcha. Well, it seems like the parents need to be cold though, right? I mean, because that's what they're going for.
I think there's a lot of benefit to showing how cold the parents are. One is that you don't really have a whole lot of remorse for when bad things happen to them or when
Sure.
consequence happens to them. You just go, yeah, that's deserved.
Right. So I'm going to confess in a little bit, but we'll wait for the confession. So Riley, my 6-year-old, is watching this with us because she said, "Oh, it's Matilda. It's fine. She can watch it." Again, I want people who are listening to this episode, and I want you, Eric, to really listen to what I'm about to say. So we get Mrs. Trenchbull and Trumbull, whatever her name is, and all of a sudden she has all the kids in the courtyard. I don't know what's going on. Remember. And all of a sudden she goes, "Pigtails, I hate pigtails," and grabs a girl by the pigtails, whips her around like a hammer thrower in the Olympics, and tosses her hundreds of yards. And I paused the movie because it's on Netflix and look at Gina and I go, did she just hurl that kid? And she went, "Oh yeah, no, yeah." She goes, that's part of the character. I was like, "Oh, we live in Looney Tunes world. Got it. This is not supposed to be taken literally. This is stupid." And she went, "I know it's not. I did not like this whole
Again,
abusing."
James has a giant peach.
I go into that knowing because it's in the title, Eric.
Yes, you know what? James also goes into it. He goes into that giant peach, Jordan. So yeah, take the realism out of the movie. Yeah, Trunchbull was able to hammer throw Amanda Thripp successfully over the Iron Gate.
I didn't know that. But here's the thing, I didn't know that because you bring up the giant peach. It's in the title. So I know that James is going to either eat a magic peach, he's going to grow a giant peach, or he's going to do something with the peach. This isn't Matilda and the amazing lady woman who throws kids movie. I didn't know this.
Would love for you to read your daughter some Roald Dahl books.
Oh God, read?
Yeah, I promise you, all these books are very easy reads. I think that
my level.
Yeah, well, I would hope her level.
Is there pictures? Is there pictures?
There are plenty of pictures.
Oh, they're pop-ups?
They are not pop-ups. Also, although I'm sure you could probably find one special Etsy somewhere. But yeah, some of these stories get wacky and ridiculous. So yeah, if you think that's crazy, then I mean, how do you feel about a 8-year-old boy eating what I can imagine is maybe I don't know, a 10-pound chocolate cake?
Yeah, no, I want to talk about that next. But to kind of plead my case real quick, it's like the person who sees Jaws for the first time and the woman gets mauled in the beginning. Like you had no idea that was going to happen, right? You know what I mean? So like going into this, I had no idea this was going to happen. It wasn't like I was offended or nothing like that. It was just like, what? Like this is it's Looney Tunes world. I didn't know the world that I was in. Everybody was just, hey, jazz hands, you know.
I get that as many things as there are in a movie to reel you in, that there would be just as many to take you out.
Right. I actually enjoyed the trapeze artist story way more than the movie.
Okay.
Just telling you right there. I thought that was a better story.
Did you like at all how that story kind of intertwined in with the main story? Like, did that help out at all?
Yeah, because the librarian was like, "Are you making this up?" She's like, "I just make it up as I go."
But then it turns out that the trapeze artist was actually Miss Honey's dad.
Right. Which, how is she making that up?
She's
telekinetic.
Maybe she's just dreaming it, and I don't know. Maybe it's foresight or something like that.
Gotcha. So, well, I'm still getting ready for the confession. So after the whole throwing thing, Gina says, "Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. We got a very famous scene coming up." I'm like, "Oh, there's a famous scene, something I would have seen on Facebook or YouTube." I'm sorry. And she went, "No, I don't know. It was the chocolate cake." I kind of dug the chocolate cake thing. I thought it was cool. I could have done without the song. But I love the torture. It was really funny to see. She's like, "Who ate my chocolate cake?" And the kid has to eat this, and he eats it too. I just wish, since we were in Looney Tunes world, if the kid would have gotten like the big belly and the big fat cheeks, I would have loved that.
That would probably be the original. I know it doesn't really. Danny DeVito doesn't make it big, but Bruce gets all sloppy and he just.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito directed the first one, the '90s one, and he plays the dad too. Him and Rhea
Oh,
Perlman.
really?
Yeah,
He plays the dad
and his
and who?
wife play the mom and dad.
Oh, really? Well, Danny DeVito will be good as the dad.
They did a really good job.
Yeah, that would have been good. Okay, all right. Yeah, man, this cake scene's fun.
You might,
I
you
will
might
give it that.
watch that other one. Hey, how about Paul Rubens is in the original too?
Oh, gee, really?
Can I keep going, huh?
The only thing that I know
John
about
Lovitz?
the only thing I know about the original is that the OG actress in the '90s was asked to come out for a cameo, and she didn't want to fly to England for 1 day of work, so she denied it.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing with your life now? So we're getting close to my confession, and here's my confession. You already know what their confession is. So at the chocolate cake scene and the whole, hot box of torture and blah 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 blah, we get into the what I call the Full Metal Jacket training scene with the
Okay.
kids in the mud and just torture the kids. And it was like 9:30, and I looked at Gina and I said, "I'm done. I'm done." She goes, "You can't be done. You lost a bet." And I said, "I realize that, and I will confess in the show, I cannot stand it anymore. I'm done." I don't know what happens after the Full Metal Jacket scene. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh man, well then I just ruined that trapeze story for you, didn't I?
You did. I did not know that was Miss Honey, but Gina was telling me that she has these powers. It started to show during the chocolate cake thing where she can like move things with her mind.
Yeah, she
So
becomes
she's like Carrie.
somewhat telekinetic. Yeah, she can kind of just move. No, it's more like an Alex Mack.
Oh, good reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that probably is really accurate.
But I am sorry. I just couldn't take. It was like watching the movie was having ants under my skin. I was just like, oh, I can't do this. This is torture. This is worse. I would rather have been waterboarded than watch this movie.
Well, you even
So
missed the best dance number too. So that's an unfortunate thing too. You missed all the good stuff there, Jordan. So you're gonna have to go back and rewatch it.
no, I don't have to, Eric, and I'll tell you why. Because I
gonna
thought
have
it was
to
going to
go
be an
back.
hour and a half, not 2 hours.
The Revolting Children is the number that you're gonna have to see. That's the one that made the rounds on all the virals.
No, it didn't.
Well,
Maybe
go ahead.
on
It
your
did.
side.
I promise you, it did. If you look it up right now.
No, I don't want to. You're the guy for the history of the show that always looks things up. I never do during the show. So now I have questions. So the trapeze dad is actually Miss Honey's dad.
Yes,
Do we find out what happened?
He's
Because
an escapologist.
okay, because he like is upset how young Miss Honey was treated by Mrs. That was young Miss.
Time out.
Okay.
In the film, they have it where there's an escapologist along with a trapeze artist, right? But the escapologist's sister-in-law was in the control of the contract, or was it the acrobat's sister-in-law? Trunchbull was in control of the contract, and she said, "You for their last show, they were going to do this daring stunt." To which they had to back out because the acrobat was pregnant with Miss Honey.
Right. I knew that. I knew that.
Then the unnamed at this point, Trunchbull said, "Well, too bad. You have a contract. You have to fulfill it." And they did, right?
Yeah, they did, and then he dropped her and she fell, and then Mrs. God, I can't do the name.
Trunchbull.
Mrs. Trenchbull, is now the nanny of the little girl, right? And then when the dad finds out that the little girl was pretty much being tortured by her, he like leaves the little girl to kick her ass. But that's all I know what happens to him. Like, I mean, like, because she says that she does not see her father again for the rest of her life.
Yeah, she is horribly injured and dies after giving birth to her daughter.
Right. So what happened to the
The
dad?
escapologist forgives the stepsister and asks her to help raise his daughter, who's Miss Honey. The stepsister blames the daughter uh, for her stepsister's death and secretly terrorizes her. Oh, okay. So Trunchbull terrorizes Miss Honey. Um, yeah. Okay, so that's what that is.
So then what happened to the dad?
At the end of the story, when the escapologist discovers his daughter is mistreated, he never returns from confronting his stepsister.
Right.
Is that it?
Yeah. So why does he not return?
In the story, in this one, I don't know, but maybe I need to rewatch it again. But in the original, he was killed, or presumably killed, by Trunchbull because he was wealthy and she was standing to be the guardian and take over for Honey and get all that
So
fat
this is why
cash.
this is why she's a part of the school then.
Yeah, you can put that, like, any theory that you put out there, I don't think there's enough to contest it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Fair. I mean, fair enough.
So like if it works for your story, then I think it could work, but I don't know if it's open for a reason or if I'm just completely missing it altogether. And there was like a strong line of dialogue somewhere that says, Magnus Honey did this and Trunchbull did that, and
Okay.
Eric was wrong and he's dumb.
So it doesn't look like I missed much. It looks like that the movie was getting close to being done. What was the outcome of her parents?
So at the end of this, basically, she gets her telekinesis, and she kind of practices a little bit more with the help of Miss Honey, who nourishes and encourages her a bit more to educate for all that stuff. She eventually, Matilda, is confident enough in her powers after she discovers that Trunchbull is kind of lording over Honey, and Miss Honey is too nice and modest of a person to really act on it. She's like, "Oh no, I'm just happy, just being me." And Matilda's like, "Well, no, we're gonna get back at her," and so she uses her telekinesis to basically terrorize and drive her crazy, make it seem like Magnus, you know, the deceased, maybe is coming back, and she tries to do like this haunting, this ghost thing in the house, and
The deceased baby.
No. I like Magnus, the dad, Mrs. Honey's dad. She makes
Oh,
it using her telekinesis, make it seem like that he is haunting the house when Miss
gotcha.
Trunchbull was just kind of at the house one time, at her house. She
Mhm.
terrorizes Trunchbull to freak her out, and I'm sorry, and leave my
Right.
daughter alone, and this stuff. So yeah, that kind of just wraps up where Trunchbull kind of flees in it's scary, like, "Oh, don't hurt me. I'll give it whatever you want." And then Honey adopts Matilda.
Oh,
Um,
perfect.
eventually, because I think, oh, the parents are fleeing. In the movie, they're fleeing, and I think it's in the book they're fleeing from the feds because the cops were caught on to them doing and their suspicious business activities.
Right, by selling crap cars and being abusive parents.
Stolen parts or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but in the Broadway play, it's the Russian mafia that come after
Mm.
them. Either
Hmm.
way, they're fleeing and they come to get Matilda, and they're just like, "We hurry up, we gotta go." And I think that was brought to basically the case where Matilda's just like, "It's just easier if you let Miss Honey adopt me. I have all the papers right here." And they're just like, "Oh, all right then." And then they just sign the papers, leave her to Miss Honey. They leave. That's it. Happily ever after.
Perfect. I mean that's a good ending for it. I don't want to be disrespectful, so
Be
I
you, Jordan. I mean,
well,
just
here's the
like,
thing though, is like it's like I was telling
You hated
Gina.
it. You hated all of it.
Oh, of course I did. No, but yes, I did. But is it a bag of kernels, or do I respect enough to give it a small? And I won't give it a bag of kernels, but I will give it a small because I did give the cake scene praise, and I do like Emma Thompson in the role. It's just ultimately I can't get in it. The closest thing to a musical that you will hook me on is Sweeney Todd, and that's pretty much it so far that I've seen. And here's the thing: it's not like I refuse to watch musicals, right? I mean, you tell me some. My wife has showed me some.
Frozen.
I don't like Frozen.
Nobody likes Frozen, Jordan. Come on.
That's not true. I made a Frozen joke today.
Did you?
Yeah, I was
If you say "Let It Go," Jordan, I swear.
No. I was snow throwing. I
Okay.
was snow blowing my grandfather's driveway, and Gina and Ryder out there shoveling the sidewalks, and I came up with it in my head. So I had the snow blower, and I walked up to Gina and I said, "Hey, are you frozen? Because you are sure my ice queen." And she went,
Wow.
no, that wasn't good. And then I realized what I said, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not a good one. That was bad. Just as bad as this movie. Look, it's maybe I will check out the '97 movie just as a checkout thing. It's just not my thing. Maybe there's something here that I'm not seeing, but it is a small bag for me. I have no interest in going back to this one. This one's a large for you, isn't it?
No, this one's not a large for me. As much as I do enjoy Matilda. Yeah, I love Matilda. The story was great, and I'm no way going to say that this is better than the Danny DeVito adaptation. That one is way better. I think it's more accurate. It leaves out still some other parts from the book. The book is still going to be top no matter what anyone says.
Okay.
But I think you would like that version of the movie a lot better than this one. Of course, there's a lot
Okay.
less singing and dancing. None, as a matter of fact, except if you maybe count the part where Trunchbull gets a nude on her. She kind of dances a little bit there, right? Huh?
I was just waiting for the kids to sing "It's a Hard Knock Life." I was waiting for that one.
Any review that I give this is because of that. Like, I'm well into musicals enough to know um, a good set design and good choreography when I see it. This is amazing. Like, that's the star of this movie, was just them dancing, and that's really why I wanted to watch this. Not because of the music so much. Musicals are come and go, and some of these numbers went a little bit too long for my liking. Um, they came up in parts, or they would start and then they would have a bit of talking bit, or then they would segue and they would complete the number. And I thought that's just like, okay, you're coming up into like 8 minutes here. Let's wrap it up. But the dancing was fantastic. Story was hit or miss. It was just kind of fine. The new characters and the trapeze thing is a good way to kind of put that in. This is hashtag not my Matilda, but it was still kind of fun all the same. It, you know what I mean? It's a copy of a copy of a copy. It's the multiplicity kind of quote. Yeah, when a copy makes a copy of a copy. That's what this movie is. And yeah, this is, it's artificial berry flavor when I want just an actual strawberry.
Right, sure. I get you.
So I don't know, it's a medium. Like, I can appreciate all the work that went into this. I will not be like quick to say, "Oh, hey, watch this movie." If anyone has an interest for Matilda, I would absolutely say watch the other one first.
Okay. All right. So small for me and a medium for you, and that was me being generous.
I would just watch the
Maybe.
clips of the dancing in this, just a few
Oh,
parts, just because again, it was very good. I'm gonna send you a clip of that one, Jordan. Yep, just
no.
like that.
Jazz hands. No. No. No.
Yeah.
I actually hope everybody enjoyed listening to this one because this one was fun for me, actually, because I may be dogging on it and stuff, but it was fun to talk to you about. It was fun to know the history about everything with Matilda. It's just not my bag, baby.
If
That's
okay, next
yeah.
year for Riley's birthday,
Yeah.
if we come and we bring some Roald Dahl books as a present,
Uh-huh.
will you promise to maybe read one or two to Riley?
For you, buddy, anything.
I feel like you looked off camera when you said that, and not at me when.
For you, buddy, anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's in August. See you then. But we'll see you who are listening next Thursday, like always. You like that? That was a good one.
That was good.
That was good. That was good. Thank you so much for everybody for listening to this most recent Movie Guys podcast. Can't talk really fast. Make sure to check us out, Movie Guys Podcast at podbean.com. But like always, we all know you listen to us on your phone on the way to work. So download us and listen to us on any podcast app that you have. We are on. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back next Thursday for another awesome episode. Eric, thank you much for joining me. Have a good night.